What's up, everybody? I'm not sure. I'm not positive if I'm broadcasting voice, but my Titan, I don't like to mess around. I ain't here for clickbait. Sorry about that. My Titan has this issue where I completed the entire storyline. Anybody that knows me knows I'm 100% pure Titan. Everything I've done was with my Titan. Man, they were doing the fixes and quick fixes and add on and blah, blah, blah. And the new season dropped. And you know me, man, I am nothing but Destiny. I am all things Destiny. I was playing while they were trying to drop it and fix it and blah, 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 just like anybody else who's hardcore, hashtag Han Solo, never give up. I'm going to be here till the day I die or the day they turn it off and never come back. At any rate, I was playing my Titan during all the fixes, and everybody else knows, when you do that, somewhere along the way, it got mixed up and sidelined. And, well, you started it out on Legendary because there's no sense in running it twice. I did. Started Legendary, did my first 3 stories, went into the first drop mission, and everything went to pot. You said kill the Piker crew, and there was no Piker crew there, and I finally figured that out. What you got to do is you got to go back out and you got to go to your map and you got to pick that story. You'll go to your map and you'll see it'll come up. It'll have a long list of all the stories you've run already. And you just pick that story on easy. And then very first thing you want to do is go over to the bar. I forget the name of the bar at the outpost, but you want to go to that bar, talk to that shank, and turn everything off. Clear the whole thing, turn it all off. Then you go to that little icon on your map and you pick that mission, the drop-in mission. Oh, no, that's wrong because that mission is not on that list. You're going to need to go to the bar. You're going to need to take everything off of your character. Pick any mission, doesn't matter, an easy mission. You need to pick an easy mission, like probably the mission before you go to drop in. Beginning mission, doesn't matter, but you need to pick an easy mission, go into that easy mission, come back out of that easy mission, and now the planet is on easy mode. And then when you go into that mission, it will let you reselect everything. It'll run it and on because there is no legendary side to that mission. That's you go in on legendary, even though it's on the list and you can pick it and blah, blah, blah. When you go in the mission, there's nothing there. Every time you run to the room, you go, the door opens up and it says kill the Piker crew and there's nobody in the room. You have to go pick an easy mission, go into that mission, let it put everything on easy, come back out of that mission, and then go over to the bar and clear the shank empty so that none of your mods are on. Or you can go to the bar, take all your mods off, then go in and out of the easy mission. Doesn't matter how you do it, but you have to go. One step needs to be clear your character, get all the mods off. The next step needs to be go into an easy mission, come back out, and that will unlock the Piker crew. Everybody will be there, yada, yada, yada. Further on down the road, you're going to have the mission I have now, the problem I have now. Now I'm going to do it with 2 different characters. It's obvious I'm not a Titan because I look like a warlock, okay? But at any rate, I'm just going to do that to show you what the map's going to look like. You're going to complete the entire story. You're going to have one planet that has the mission to go get your lightsaber sword on one planet, and then you're going to have the bar and all that crap on the other planet, and nothing else is going to be there. You watch all these videos, and they're like, well, look for the little red speck, or look for the little red marker, or look for the planet with all the red X crisscrossing stuff on it. Well, I didn't have any of that. All I had was Tharsis, the bar, and I had my mission for my lightsaber, and that was it. I didn't have all 3 planets were not unlocked, and nothing was there. It kept telling me all 3 of my sects were locked up. I chose the Vex just because, man, they look cool. They were still locked up. I couldn't get it to do anything. And I tried for like 2-3 days to go in and out of missions. I ran the entire thing on easy, ran the entire thing on legend. Nothing worked. So I said, well, forget it if it ain't going to work. I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to abandon it, go away with it. I'm going to use my warlock to show you. Here's what I had when I came in. As a Titan, now I am not a Titan, I'm a warlock, but as a Titan, I would join I would pull up my portal, I would go to my map, and even though I completed the storyline, it would look like this. There would be, of course, the Equilibrium Dungeon. It just dropped the other day, so it was here. The Tharsis Outpost was there, but this was not. That's because, well, I'm just now starting with my Warlock, so you got to apologize that. The only three things I had was Equilibrium Dungeon, Tharsis Outpost, and that little lightsaber thing right here that showed the lightsaber mission. Okay? I just do that, like I said, as an example to show you what I'm looking at and how to fix it. You will end up doing the entire story. You'll have nothing left to do. You'll be standing on the planet. It'll tell you, now get to work on leveling up your whoever you chose. And when you go to whoever you chose, whether it be Pikers or Cabal or whoever, they're all going to be locked up. You're not going to have a map full of stuff. You're not going to be able to go to all planets. You can only go to this mission over here that's got the lightsaber thing, and you can go in and out of it all you want to. It's not going to do a damn thing besides, yay, congratulations, you made it. Here's a little bit of money. You'll be able to go back and forth to the outpost. That's about it. It's going to have all the people here, just like this. So pick one, anyone, doesn't matter which one. Well, I picked this one. It had the little blue circle up here, or green circle, or whatever color it is, and the other two had the little blacked out one because I didn't pick them. And I even ran around, and each one has a flag. In case you didn't know, each one you walk into will have a flag. So I chose this one. It wasn't working. So I came over here and chose Pikers. It wasn't working. So I came over and switched to the Cabal. It wasn't working. So I switched back over here, and guess what? It wasn't working. I tried everything, and more. So here's what I finally figured out. Here is the solution to fixing your I can't progress any further in the story. Here's what you're going to have to do. I'm going to change back to my Titan, and I'm going to run it from there, and I'm going to explain again exactly what was going on. I'll be back in just a minute. But as I say, you have this problem where you get stuck in the story, and for some reason it won't progress any further. You'll have empty planets. You'll have chose your faction, but you still got empty planets. Here's the solution to your problems, people. Just pay attention. So you're going to have all empty planets. You're going to be done with the story. You're going to try to pick missions. It's going to tell you, okay, go over here and do some of this. Priority contracts. You'll have all your contracts will be over here. But what you're going to be seeing now, it's fixed now. What you're going to be looking at is you'll have this planet, but none of this is going to be here. None of this is going to be here. All the red checkerboard and all that, it's going to be gone. All you're going to have is the equilibrium. And then the little symbol up here that says, if you do an equilibrium, then you can run this one. And that's about it. This one, and well, you'll have this. You'll have this. This will not be here. None of this on the outside will be here, just the outpost. This will not be here. None of this will be here, just the sword in the middle. So all that, you're going to have the dungeon, the outpost, and the fire and ice mission, and all the rest of that's going to be missing. Every time you come here, it's going to look like this. You have picked your faction, but you can't do anything with them. You got the other two factions that you didn't choose, and you probably ran to each one of them, joined them, and still couldn't do nothing with them. Here's what you have to do, peeps. Check it out. I mean, I even went over here. Check it out. I even went over here. I know I'm rambling and wasting time. If you go over here, now here's the what I was talking about. You're going to get to that one mission. It's going to freeze up, and there's not going to be anybody in the room. Or somewhere through that story part, you're going to get into that room, and there's not going to be anybody there. That's because there's no legendary to that. As you see, it's not even here. Fire and ice and the rest of those missions, they're not even there. That's because this is your story side. All of these are easy and legendary. Normal, legendary, normal, legendary. That's how it goes down the line. Normal, legendary, normal, legendary, normal, legendary, normal, legendary. You can run it on legendary, but you got to run it on normal first, get everything unlocked, and then come back and redo it on legendary. Or you're going to get to the room, it's going to say, kill the Piker crew, and there's going to be no Piker crew in there. You're going to have to come back here. I think that's just after Fearsome Retainer. So you can pick any one of these, doesn't matter. I just picked Imperium. Pick your Imperium easy, confirm it, and then launch the mission. Once you get done with the mission, you come back out of the mission and you'll be here. But you're going to be on easy. Then you go into that mission, you run over there and you talk to the Shank, you pick up your 2 mods, you jump up in the old airplane, you take off, it's in easy mode, and Pikers and everybody else will show up. But you've got to pick one of them easy stories. Pick the Imperium, run it on, you don't have to run it on easy, you just need to join the mission, let it drop you in the mission, leave and come out of the mission. You're going to come back, you're going to try to run that mission, and the Piker crew and everybody's going to be there. But you have to go over here and put your stuff back on easy, because unfortunately, when you go to choose that mission, it's not going to be there. You're going to come over here, you're going to go to Renegades, you're going to go to Legendary, and as you see, that mission is not here on Legendary. But it is available over here. Your sabotage. Sabotage, bounty hunt. All that, see? There's no legendary to none of those, so you're never going to be able to run it. Nobody's going to show up. It's going to cause issues because there is no legendary part to that. The drop-in missions are easy missions only. Normal missions, if you will. So you've got to go back, run a story on easy, let it drop you in on easy, leave on easy, then join that mission that drops you in the invasion or the whatever you're running. Piker crew, everybody will be there because, well, for some reason there's no legendary part to that. It freezes up and goes, wait, I can't run it on legendary. And now it's kind of idiotic because it'll let you start it, but then you go to the first door and it says kill the Piker crew, and after that it goes, wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, I'll let you start it on hard, but there's really no hard, so hold up. Let's get this straight. That's what you got to do. You got to go pick a mission, put it on easy, come back on easy. All your Piker crew and that'll be there, carry on, yada, yada, yada. But for the solution I'm talking about. You're not going to like this. Nobody likes this, but, well, this is the way you're going to fix it. You're going to have your planet. Those 3 items are going to be there, but none of that red crap's going to be there. It's going to tell you to run your missions and blah blah yada yada yada. You're gonna have to come over here to your quests. You're gonna need to find the territory war begins. Step 11 of 17. That's where everybody seems to be getting stuck. It freezes up on 11 of 17. Here's how you fix it. You're going to hold your square and you're going to abandon this mission. It's going to zap it away and it's going to repair it. It's no longer there. You're going to look here. Your map's going to still be the same, yada, yada, yada. Everything's kind of missing and nothing's there. It'll be this thing on the planet, but nothing else. The outpost on the planet, nothing else. The dungeon, nothing else. No red check marks, no nothing. And you're thinking, well, all good, man. That doesn't help me at all. Now I don't have the mission, and I don't have the planets. You're right. Here's what you're going to do, my friend. You're going to come over here to Journey. You're going to come over here to your cogwheel. Go down to, or settings, cogwheel settings, whatever, you know, I'm a simpleton. You're going to go down to gameplay. Click on that. You're going to come over to change character, and you're going to confirm that. It's going to kick you back out to the beginning menu. You're going to pick your character that you want that map to fix on, which in my case was the Titan. Now, you come back, you're like, well, that didn't help me much. There's still nothing there. Still nothing going on but the rent. That's because you don't have your story mission right this moment, so you're going to come over here. You're going to hit Renegades. You're going to pop the Tharsis outpost. You're going to come right here to the bar. You're going to saddle up at the bar. So, and mind you, I'm still on easy mode, but I don't think that matters much. We're going to run down to the Tharsis Outpost and bar. We'll meet you there for a drink. I know it seems like a lot, but when you're running through it, man, it's really simple. It looks like a lot always on video, but it's not really. It just takes a minute. So you've abandoned your mission because, well, you're stuck on step 11, and you can't get past it. Nothing from nothing is nothing. You keep going to step 11, but it's just not there. You have abandoned your mission, and you are like, uh-oh, I went to the tower and everything. Where the hell is it? Well, it's not at the tower. It's at the bar. Same bar you used to pick it up is the same bar you're going to go back to find it. Meet you when you get there. I'm buying the drinks. All right, so you got yourself, you were out there in the middle of the world. You got over there where it said, go to this world and complete your mission. And there ain't no damn mission. There ain't no nothing on the planet. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, damn. Oh, I need something to drink. I'm choking out on that one. That ain't cool. Anyway, you found yourself going, man, I don't know what's going on. I can't forward my mission. So, you're stuck on step 11 of 17. What you do is you take your mission, abandon your mission, come back down here to the bar because that's where you pick up your mission. It's still going to be on 11 of 17, but now everything's going to be back on the planets. You're going to come down here.
Reporting in.
Saddle up at the bar, and there's your mission. Your abandoned quest is right there, and as you see, it's the territory war begins, step 11 of 17. You're going to reclaim that with X. You're going to go back here, and you can talk to your people. You're going to rejoin them. What I did was just ran around and redid everybody. I'm part of the Vex. So I initially want to end up there. So what you're going to do is you're going to run in here to this guy. I think it's over here to the right. You're going to switch over to them, ally with the Pikers. I know it seems like a lot, but it's not. Because, well, like I said, I was with the Vex, and it was not working. My planets were fucked up, and everything was clear. So you abandon the mission. You'll find it at the bar. You abandon the mission. Leave the game, come back in the game, come back, pick up your mission, go over and, I don't know, just join anybody, doesn't matter. It could be the Cabal, the Pikes, and just join so it switches, then come back to whoever you chose on the first run. I chose these guys. Their flag is right here in the middle. I'm going to re-ally with them. We'll come back over here and talk to the quartermaster. And it keeps saying, look, the syndicate's not unlocked. Well, that's because I haven't done anything with them yet. See, reputation rank 1 already. I did a little bit, but not much. And then, well, from here, you can look around. I mean, nothing's available, really. But now, like I said, you're going to abandon your quest. It'll be stuck on step 11 of 17. I'm stuck on step 11 of 17. You abandon your quest. You go out to the menu, like do change character or log out, whichever one, doesn't matter. It's going to kick you back out to the main menu. Rejoin, pick your character, come back in. Right here's where you're going to go to pick your mission back up. You can go to any one of these other guys, because like I said, I'm looking side to side because I chose the Vex. And then the game kind of froze up. Go to any one of them, switch to the Pikers, come back to the Vex. If you're a Piker, then you can go to the Cabal and then come back to the Piker. If you're Cabal, go to one of the others and you get it. When you come back, you're going to pick your mission, but your map is still going to be froze up. You're going to be like, well, that didn't fix a freaking thing. Again, you're going to pull up your hit your start button and pull up the menu and leave the menu. You know, go over to your cog, go down to gameplay, hit your change character, go and pick the same character. You're just wanting to go back and kick it out to the menu so that the server resets. You're going to change character. You're going to come back, and then when you come back, you're going to check that mission, and you're going to check your planets. Everything's going to be there. You've got to abandon that mission. You've got to reset the server like twice. I even went as far as redoing my license, and when I came back, as you've seen just a minute ago, everything is there. So fast forward. You're going to come back out here, and you're going to change character. Of course, I'm going to pick the same character. I'm going to be my Titan. I'm going to come back again. I'm going to open the portal. I'm going to look at my quest first of all because it should be flashing. And as you see, they're there. But now, look. Over here, I had a problem. Everything would keep flashing, keep flashing, keep flashing. I never could make it flash. Even though I went in all these windows. Now, look. It's gone. Territory War is back, but it's not flashing anymore, look. So that's how you know it's fixed. If you pull this up, these are still flashing. You've done something wrong. You'll have to go back and change characters. Do something because you didn't follow the steps. You did something wrong. But that's exactly what I did. Both times I redid my license, came back, marked my mission. It was there, as you see. Now look, there's a green spot right here. That never did show up before, but now it's there. It's telling me, hey, it's in here. So when I click on that, look, I come over here and look, all my stuff is here. My red area is there. Here's my contested zone that I'm supposed to be doing. Everything is available. I can kind of pick and choose what I want. So that's how you kind of repair yourself. If you're like I was, stuck on step 11, that's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to come over here to your quests, find Territory War Begins, and then abandon it, holding square. Abandon it and do away with it. After you abandon it and do away with it, you're going to come over here to your cogwheel. You're going to go out, go to gameplay. You're going to go over and either log out or change character. Doesn't matter which one you do. Either one. I prefer change character because, well, it automatically puts me there where I can pick somebody else or the same character. Doesn't matter. You're just wanting to go out so that you reset the server. Change character, pick one, come back in. Once you come back in, you're going to look. Your mission's going to be gone. You're going to come over here to the portal. Going to hit Renegade. You're going to jump down here to the outpost. Everything's still going to be kind of missing. Jump down to the outpost. Pick up your mission. You're going to pick it up at the bar. You're going to come over here to the outpost. You're going to come here to the bar. And you're going to pick it up. When you saddle up at the bar, he'll have your mission back. Once you pick that mission up, you're going to want to go to either one of these two. Because, as you see, I chose this one. Now, all this stuff's already going to be here. I went to the Pikers. I actually went to the Pikers and switched to them. Then I ran across to the Cabal and switched to them. Then I ran over here and switched to them. Really, all it takes is just one character change. Because I did it with a friend of mine. He just did one change. And as long as you do that switch over, it seems to help. Because, well, by then I had smoked a lot. And I forgot that I ran over here. So I said, well, just go over here and switch it and then go back. And, well, it worked for him. So, but here's my deal. It tells me you're allied with these guys. It'll all be here. When you come up here, it'll all be here, finally. Because I was about to reset my server and reset my game and everything. Reset all my characters, delete them, and start again. I was about to do anything and everything, but I've learned since then not to be doing that. So there you go. There's your fix for I don't have anything because, well, like I said, the only thing I had was equilibrium, Tharsis, fire, and ice. I couldn't get anything else to show up, and that's the solution to that. You're going to delete your mission, abandon your mission, come over to the outpost and pick up your mission, switch factions and switch back to whoever you wanted to be, go back out, switch characters, go to the main menu. You can turn the game off and go out to PlayStation, long hold the button. Long hold the PlayStation button and go out and just completely close the app. However you want to do it, doesn't matter, so long as you leave and come back and reset the server. Yeah, everything just kind of shows up and you carry on. Now I have the ability to go do my priority contracts. Matter of fact, I already have a little bit of this done. So there you go. There's a fix for I can't seem to get it to progress any further. Abandon the mission, repick up the mission, reset the server, come back. You should be good. That's all good. Happy solutions. Welcome to the All Good Network. Peace out, people.